try. My love, my love, my love, she keeps me warm. She keeps me warm. She keeps me warm. My love, my love, my love, she keeps me warm. She keeps me warm. She keeps me warm. My love, my love, my love, she keeps me warm.
Hello everybody. Yes, we're ready to go. Everybody's pumped up, excited. Got really excited when somebody said pie, because pie is good. Happy Thursday, everybody. That means it's almost Friday. We're ready. I'm alive. You can see I got sleep. Sleep is important. If there's anything you need to know about life, get enough sleep. And then you're all good. What do you mean, Kent? About sleep or about pie? Both are great. I think that's all you need to know. Right off. All right, let's do this. Let's see who in the house. Lale in the house. What's up, Lale? Nariana, look at you. Number 2. Look at you, Pikachu. Cool. Good, good. Gabby, 3. Gabby's moving up. Very nice, Gabby. Number 3. Very solid. Gertie's in the house. Number 4. Classic Gertie. Always in the game. Who else we got here? Judy's in the house. What's up, Judy? Mia's in the house. Mia, hello, hello. Maria's in the house. What's up, Maria? The crew is here. The veterans are here. And I love how we have new veterans now. Say, Maria, I think you're one of the veterans now. You've been here a while. Even Nana, I think you're a veteran now. You guys are part of the regular crew here. That makes you vets. Mansour's in the house. Where is Mark? I love him. I don't know, buddy. I don't know where Mark is, but he's not here, and he's probably not going to show up anytime soon. I will do my best to be more Markish, but I don't know what that is. If you tell me how Mark is, I can try to be more like him. Does he modulate his voice? Does he? All right, everybody. Today we're going to learn about a few things that I like to call nouns. So I could do a better job. If you're getting annoyed with my voice going up and down, you let me know. But apparently a lot of good YouTubers will modulate their voice. And that's why Sean, you know Sean, everybody knows Sean, Sir Sean we like to call him, puts people into a trance with this nice modulated voice. You're just like, yeah, Sean, I could listen to you all day, man. That voice, it's just hypnotizing. Unfortunately, I don't have that voice. I get too excited, so I'm sorry if it annoys you. But anyways, I'll work on it. Munir, what's up? How you doing? Haneen, how you doing? Denise, the real Canadian, is in the house. Who else we got here? Muad, what you doing? Huak! I don't know if that's how you say your name, but I like to say it that way. It's fun. Anas from Morocco. Yes, and if you are new to the house, to the crew, please tell us where you're from. If you're from Morocco, please say, oh, and if you're from Canada, say, ah, or whatever, something like that. Tatiana's in the house. What's up, Tatiana? You're a veteran. You've been dubbed the veteran. I give you the sword on both sides. Noir's in the house. What's up, Noir? Who else we got here? Billard's back in the house. She's an old school vet. Rodrigo, my man. I hope he's not hungover. 100 pies. Absolutely. Who doesn't like pie? Great name. Mohammed, how you doing? Let me get. Ooh, it's a big house today. Itrom. I don't know how to say that, but what's up? How you doing? Ivan, what's up, my man? Vlad's in the house. He's back. He's a vet as well. Vlad, you're also a vet. You've been knighted as vet. Khalil's in the house. Richard's in the house. And Pedro's in the house. And Mia from Algeria. Awesome. Cool. All right. So we're all here. We've said hello to everybody who's in the house. So today, let's talk. Let's talk. We're going to talk about this. So I get rid of that. The question of today. So today, let's not talk about English too much. Let's talk about some other stuff. Let's talk about life. What is one difficult decision you had to make in your life in the past? And the really important question is, how did you make that decision? So today, I would like you to share a little story. Hello, Alblissa. How you doing? So I'd like you to share a little story about you. And I want you to tell us, try to, as much as you can put in that chat, please put it in there. I know it's not a lot. What is one difficult decision you had to make in your life in the past? And how did you make that decision? Share your story. Give us, yeah, like that one, Mia. Exactly, but I want more details. Give us the story. Don't give me 2 words. Give me like 20 words or 30 words. Share a little story. So what can I tell you? Difficult decision for me. So when I was 22 years old, actually when I was about 20, I was thinking, I want to see the world. I'm from a small town. I don't know anything. I just know my small town. And I started thinking, what can I do? How can I see the world? And I started searching online, and I came across teaching English. So I decided to do a teaching course. I did that. It took about 1 month just to get an idea of what the heck I'm supposed to be doing. And I made the decision to go to Taiwan. And it basically meant leave all my family and friends behind. And I'm 22. I'm pretty young at this point. And I said, I'm going to go to Taiwan. I didn't even know where Taiwan was. I had to look on the map. It's like, oh, it's near China. Okay. So I made that decision to go to Taiwan. And how did I make that decision? I think I decided the world is big. And I haven't seen any of it. And I'm bored with what I'm doing every day. It's the same thing. It's the same experiences. I want to see something new. And so I think those were the 2 big factors that made me decide to go to Taiwan and go to a totally different country. Don't speak Mandarin at all. That was rough. And that's what I did. So share your story. What did you do? What difficult decision did you make? And how did you make that decision? That's really what we're talking about today. So let's see what we got. You failed an English exam. Did you decide to fail that English exam? Probably not. To become someone. Are you not someone right now, Khalil? What's up, Jose? How you doing, brother? We're talking about difficult experiences, so please join in. Rodrigo, the most difficult one or the worst one? Either or. Both are fine. Whatever you want. As long as it's a difficult decision that you had to make, we're good. Lolly, one of the most difficult decisions with an S in my life was to break up with my boyfriend. Yeah, that's a big one. I was always wondering if it was, or I am always wondering if it was the right decision. Ooh, interesting. That's a big one. And we're going to talk today. I'm going to try to help you with giving you an idea of how to make good decisions. We're going to get into that later. When I was going to college, I had to choose between the English department, big E on English, or kindergarten. But I chose English because I like to learn new languages. Big love. All right, cool. There we go. Big decision, right? Deciding your major, yeah, and that's actually one of the topics that I got on here, which is a good one as well. To change the space. Pedro, what kind of space are you talking? Are you talking about metaphorical space, or are you talking about where you live? So change your scenery. Maybe that's what you wanted to use. Hey, Gabrielle, how you doing? I had to quit my well-paid job. Ooh, that's a big one. And key words, well-paid job. Like you're making good money, but you quit. How did you make that decision, Tatiana? Give us a little more info. Ayub, you are late, but that's okay. We're still warming up. We're good. Saima, hi. How you doing? Rodrigo, I've never made a difficult one, but worse, W-O-R-S-E ones though. Okay, so you've never made difficult decisions, but you made bad decisions. All right. Imani, to be a teenage mother. Ooh, difficult. That's a big one. That's a big one. Deciding whether to have kids or not can be a big decision, especially when you're young, for sure. I agree with that one. Let's see what else we got here. Rodrigo, I think I've never made a good one for real. Rodrigo, you're in luck, buddy, because today I'm going to give you a little system which is going to help you to make amazing decisions, like buy the cookie or don't buy the cookie. I'm going to help you solve that problem. Okay, that's a no-brainer. Of course, buy the cookie. But when you got real life decisions to make, I'm going to give you a little system later to show you how to do that. How else we got here? Noir. I had to study outside my city, and I can tell you it was so difficult to live there at the beginning, but later everything was okay. All right, cool. Khalil has done his sats. Good for you, man. Manira, what's up? How you doing? Only humans in the house. Finally, the humans are back. To leave my job, I just woke up and decided enough with that BS. BS, yeah, already. Okay, cool, got it. And Jose, work or study and just dedicate myself to work. I chose the first one, although the fatigue was enormous. Okay. Oh man, lots of difficult. See, this is a good topic. This is a generator here. One difficult decision I had to make was moving to Canada. I quit, Q-U-I-T. I quit my dream job, quit. And the most heartbreaking part was I left my family. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough decision. It's you also have to make a decision for yourself, like a good decision for yourself. And sometimes that might involve moving away from people you love or family. That can be difficult. Moving abroad, and this is also one of the topics I'm going to talk about. So this is good. You guys have experience. You can help answer a few of these questions today. Last two. The most difficult decision I have ever made was to move to another country. I was working abroad. I was dedicated to learning. Unfortunately, you have to say dedicated to learning. I know it's usually to learn, but unfortunately in this situation, it's to learning a new language. And Gertie, my difficult decision that I had to make was to travel abroad when my mom was very sick. Ooh, that's a tough. And a few days after I did it, she passed away. Oh, that's a rough one. That's a tough decision to make, especially when family's sick. The reason was I didn't see the result of my work, even though I worked hard. It didn't bring joy. Sounds like you made the right decision there. Money ain't everything. That's the quote of the day, and I think it comes from me. Money is not everything that you're gonna need in life. I guess there's two ways to look at it. If you make a lot of money, save that money and go through some difficult times, you can use it later. But I don't know. I'd rather be happy every day. So I think money ain't everything. Quote of the day, me. I think I'm in the same boat as Denise. Moving to Canada to study was one of the most difficult decisions in my life. I'm an only child, so I was leaving my mom and the rest of my family. Absolutely. Khalil, is it only you, Kent, that is doing the live stream? No, there's more of us, Khalil. If you check out YouTube, you will see that we also have a new streamer. Where did she go? Smrt English. So basically, Khalil, you need to come back. And you need to come here on Tuesdays when this lovely lady, Julia, is in the house. So she's doing a Smrt class on Tuesday. So if you want a little more variety and you don't like the sound of my unmodulated voice, you can always go check out Julia as well. She's also awesome. Okay, so I think we're good. Let's move on to it. So here's what we're going to do. I want you guys to give me a few more ideas. I need you to help brainstorm. What are some big decisions that people have to make in their lives? Give us a few ideas. And you give us your examples again. That's fine. It is everything? No, I don't think so, Noir. I agree you definitely need some minimum amount of money, but I don't think it is everything. Glad only human. Thank you. Right back at you. Big heart back at you, guys. So what are some big decisions that people have to make in their lives? Give me some ideas. I got some here, but I want some more. And I will share this document with you soon, Judy. I promise. Yeah, Lolly, you too. I promise. I'm going to give it to you soon, but I wanted to do this first. Getting married. Got it. Okay, thanks, Khalil. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. But anyways, you can check out Julia. You should check out Julia as well. She's also very awesome. Probably more awesome. College, dating with someone, marriage. Did I say money ain't everything? When should I use ain't? When you want to sound cool, Vlad. When you want to say something cool, you'd be like, that ain't no good, or which is a double negative, which shouldn't work in English. Or you can see like, you ain't. And I'm talking about the S-bomb. If you say you ain't, it's like the cool way of saying you are not very good. So there we go. Have children, yes. Getting married. Choosing your job, yes. Quitting your job, yes. I think I have a bunch of these But choosing your major, good. Choosing your profession, good. Changing another job, moving to a new place, yeah. Okay, good. Oh, thank you, Manira. Back at you. Back at you. All right, here we go. Let me give you the link. Fine. Let's get into this because I want to talk about a few, and then we're going to solve some problems today. Modulated voice. So the word is modulate. That's the word. Okay, whether to immigrate or not. Yeah, so good. I think I got a bunch of these. I'm just kind of looking for new ones. So anyways, here's the link. Please open this up. This is what we're going to work on today. So the first question, I want your advice. And with this advice, we're also going to look at some vocabulary. We're going to improve your English while we talk about these things as well. So let's do that there. Can I do that? Yeah. All right, so here we go. Look at the following questions which require making difficult decisions. Do your best. Try to answer these questions. Your teacher, me, will help you with some common expressions we might use. So we're going to answer some difficult questions, but we're also going to try to pull out some vocab that we can use. So number one is the big one that everybody was talking about. And some of you guys are married, so you guys can help with these answers. How do you know when it's the right time to get married? Like, okay, I have a partner, right? Hopefully you guys are in love. And you think, should I get married? Is it a good time to get married, or is it not a good time to get married? So give us some advice, especially you people who are married. How did you know that it was the right time to get married? Give us some advice on this, and we're going to talk about it as well. Immigrate, nope, but the immigrants, mate, I did say. Immigrate, not sure what's going on there, something, but okay. When she likes you, Khalil, so basically if somebody likes you, get married. Okay. All right, why not? When they, let's say, are in love with you, because we always say you are in love with someone. So let's use that. So that's the vocab for today. They are in love with you. So when your partner is in love with you, sure, that's a good one. What else we got? What do we got? Ooh, that's a good one. When you can't take responsibility for everything, it's a good time to get married? You might have to explain that one a little bit more, Nana. When you can't breathe, oh my goodness, metaphorical. When you can't breathe, when you can't be without that person. Can't live. So this is another thing we say in English. You can't live without someone. So we'll say if you can't live without your partner. Okay, it's a big one. Good advice. So it's a good time to get married if you can't live without the person. When you find Mr. Right One, not Mr. Right Now. Yeah, there we go. When you have a good job. Okay, so that could be another one. And let me give you a new word today. When you can make yourself a living, which is another way to say when you have a new job, when you have a job, when you have a good job. So this is something we say in English. When you can make yourself a living, basically you can support yourself, then it's also a good time to get married. That makes sense as well. Some marriages, living with someone, it is financial as well. So you have to think about that. When you lose your mind, it's a good time to get married. Lose your mind in a good way. There's no good time for marriage. Oh, come on, Rodrigo. Come on. Maybe you just haven't found Mr. or Mrs. Right, whichever. It's exactly it. But if you're in love and you respect each other, yes. The best time? Who knows? I don't know. We're trying to figure it out. When I need a big change in my life, Imani, I don't know if you want to marry just because you need a change. Right? Don't marry because you're bored. I think that sounds like a bad idea. That sounds like a no-no. So what else we got here? I think you never know when the time is right. Just follow your heart. Okay, so the advice is follow your heart. Okay. So that's a good expression in itself. Follow your heart just means, if your heart says get married, get married. If your heart says don't get married, don't get married, basically, yeah. You could say follow your heart. You could also say follow your gut. But it doesn't sound very nice because we're talking about love. So let's keep it with heart. What else we got? I'm in love with myself. Well, all right, Rodrigo. Just continue to love yourself. If you are ready to take your post-balete drum, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe Google that word. Maria, if you trust each other. If you think about that person all the time. Okay, so when you trust each other, that's a good one. When you trust each other, that's good advice. Yeah, I think you have to trust. If you don't trust your partner, how could you marry that partner, right? Absolutely. What else we got? When your loneliness doesn't make you happy anymore, I think it's time to get married. High time. Ooh, nice one. A nice word. Nice collocation, Vlad. High time. When it's the only person who can make you laugh. So basically, when that person, when your partner, well, I mean, lots of people are going to make you laugh, but definitely that partner would make you laugh a lot. When you find a rich old woman with 99 years old or more. Of course, that's the answer. I mean, like when you imagine yourself with children in your home and you can take responsibility to take it with them. Okay, so when you are ready to take responsibility. That's a good one. Oh my goodness, Rodrigo's got some good ones today. When you're ready to take responsibility, sure, right? When you're ready to be responsible for yourself and another person and maybe some kids along the way if you want them, or a puppy, take responsibility. Cool. What else we got here? When you are financially independent. Nice combination of words. Yeah, so when you can make yourself a living was one piece of advice, or when you are financially, that's a good one as well. When you have enough money, basically, independent, like you don't need help from anyone else, independent, you are financially independent. Boom, nice one, nice combination. Cool. All right, so we got that. It's when you get when you can't live without your partner instead of can't live with. Yes, correct. When you can't live without. Oh, what did I say? When you can't live. When you can't live with your partner, get married. Makes zero sense. When you can't live without your partner, makes perfect sense. Okay, cool. And a couple more. Yes, when you get drunk in Vegas, that could be a great time to get married. When you are ready to tolerate. Tolerate is a kind of a harsh word, Saima. When you are ready to live with, be with, not tolerate. Tolerate sounds bad. Like your little brother is annoying, you tolerate your little brother. Like, oh, okay, shut up. Okay, cool. Next one. Nice advice. So we've got a few pieces of vocab that we can use here. This one, here's a good one as well. But all of these are good answers. Yeah. Rodrigo's on today. He's got some good ones. Number 2, how do you know when it's time to change your job? Good one. This is a good one as well, right? This is another big one. I'd say marriage is probably the bigger one, but this is still really important. Sometimes people need a change. So number 2, how do you know when it's time to change your job? Let's do some advice, shall we? You have to change your job when you get bored and don't make decent money. So when you get bored and don't make enough money. Okay, there we go. That's when you feel burned out. The collocation is burned out. When you feel burned out. And if I say burned out, it means that you are tired. You say, oh man, I'm so burned out these days. I'm working so much. Basically, it means you're tired. You're burned out. It's like exhausted. When you're burned out, it's possible you might, if you're burned out all the time, you might need a job change. When you are stuck in a rut. Okay. When you are stuck. Stuck in a rut means nothing is similar. Well, no, it's different. Stuck in a rut means nothing changes. If you are stuck in a rut, it's like you are not going anywhere. It is like your car is not moving because it's in the mud or something like that. Stuck in a rut, you can't move. So that's the idea there. When you don't like your job at all, okay. When your soul is flying away from your body because you are so tired. Very metaphoric, Nana, very nice. When you find it influences you badly, leave it. Nausika, hello Nausika. When you're not happy there anymore, okay, it's time to move on. Let me give you a new expression. When you feel that it's time to move on. And move on is another way to say move to the next situation, like go to the next thing. Move on, it's like change or go to the next step. It's time to move on, move forward. When you're exhausted, when your partner, we're still on the other one. Ayub, we're on the next one now. Noah, when you have regular problems with your boss, when your boss is a jerk. Gabby, it's time to change your job when you notice you are not growing. Ooh, nice one. When you are not growing professionally. Nice one. Yeah, true. If you feel like I'm not learning, like for me, this is great. I like this class because you guys make me, I have to do new topics with you guys because, you know, a lot of the topics, grammar, we've done most of them. I got to do some new stuff. So you guys keep me on my toes. So you got to grow professionally for sure. What else we got here? Current job doesn't make you happy when you're not getting new skills. Similar idea. It makes your life stressful when you need a better job, when your old job is worn out like an old shoe, when you cannot stand seeing the same faces every day. Oh, that could be rough. Yeah, you might need to change. When you meet your boss in your nightmares, your new job is waiting for you. When your boss shows up, that could be a good indicator. When your boss shows up, appears in your nightmares, in your dreams, in your nightmares. Yes, it's pretty solid advice. If you're having nightmares about your boss, it could be time to change your job. Could be a good indicator. Maybe dreams do mean something. Okay, cool. Next one. Oh, guys, this is a big decision, and I've been struggling with this decision a few times, you know. So please help me with this one. It's a huge life decision we got to talk about. How do you know which kind of Starbucks Frappuccino to get? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you feel me? Let's take a look at a Starbucks Frappuccino and how many kinds there are. And if you go to Japan, there's even more. Frappuccino. Let's see. What kind of Frappuccinos we got here? See? How are you going to make a decision about that? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. There's a bunch of Frappuccinos. Which one do I get? Do I get the cookie one? Ooh, the strawberry one, the vanilla one? Don't like that one, actually. You know what? My favorite is the green tea Frappuccino. That's not even here, but that's caramel, that's chocolate. Both of those are good. Awesome. This one is the green tea, I think, but this one's got cookies in it. Guys, but I got to choose one. What do I do? Seriously, help me out, because this is a serious problem for me. Look at all those wonderful flavors. How do you even choose? And you're standing there for 10 minutes, like, man, I don't want to get this I don't want to get this one wrong. Close your eyes and pick one. I don't know, but what if I pick the wrong one? I guess you could, maybe you can ask them for samples. Can I get a sample of like each one, and they have to like make a mini one of each one? Yeah, they are yummy. We don't know. So the answer was, I guess, try them all. Go back to Starbucks regularly and try them all. That's probably a good answer for this situation. Yeah, it's important, right? Like, you don't want to make a mistake with your Frappuccino. That could come back and haunt you for the rest of your life. Let's move on. This one. I want to do a new one. What else we got here? How do you know? We kind of did that one. I'm going to delete that one. I'm going to change that and put number 8 there. Let's do that one. Ooh, no, that's similar. No, it's not. Yeah, it's different. Talking to myself. Okay, let's do number 4. Number 4, please take a look at that one. I've changed number 4. Yeah, no, you're right. Oh, come on. Come on, we got to talk about Starbucks as well. We've got to keep it light here. I don't want to be too serious all the time. I will give you that link one more time. Here we go. Play heads or tails. I think try all of them was the best answer. I agree. That's the answer of the day. Try all the flavors. Number 4, how do you know when it's time to end a relationship? Serious question. With a partner, could be a partner, could be a friend, could be a spouse. A spouse is your husband or wife. That's the word we use. So a spouse, a partner, a spouse, a friend, or another person. It's a big question, right? Like, basically you're saying this relationship is finished. But sometimes you have to do that. Some people, if you haven't done that, maybe you're lucky, but some people maybe in the past, they say, you know what? This relationship is not good. I have to end it. Probably most of the time it's a partner, but sometimes it's definitely a spouse. That happens as well. But sometimes it could be a friend. It could be another person. It could even be a family member. And sometimes you have to say no. So what is the answer? How do you know when it's time to end a relationship? When you feel that they are taking advantage of you. Good answer. Right? Taking advantage of somebody means you are using that person in a bad way. when you are being taken advantage of. Good collocation. Taken advantage of. So basically somebody is taking from you and not giving back. Nice one. What else? When there is no respect. Yeah. When there is no respect. Yeah, so if you don't respect that person or that person doesn't respect you, maybe both ways, might be time to end that relationship. You don't appreciate that person, they don't appreciate you, could be done. When he or she hurts you all the time. Yeah. When you are hurt all the time. Agree. What else? When there is no forgiveness, when you feel down, when your partner gets on your nerves. So as soon as your partner gets on your nerves, you're gone. You're out of here. You annoyed me, man. Get lost. I don't know. If they get on your nerves all the time, maybe that's probably a good sign, right? If they're on your nerves all the time, then I agree. When you fight constantly, that's a good combination. When you fight constantly means all the time. So when you fight constantly, yeah, it probably means there's no match here. This is not a match made in heaven when you fight constantly. It's probably not healthy. When there's no trust, when he or she starts to lie, when I meet Valeria, no. When I meet a better person, so anytime you meet a better person, Valeria, you're just going to leave that old person? I don't know, man. And I mean, yeah, I guess you'll meet better people, but hopefully the person you meet, the person you're with, eventually you're going to find someone who's a good match and you can stay with that person, no? When lies happen, yeah. The best time to end is when your girlfriend doesn't lend you her car anymore. Yep, you're right. Prime breakup territory. And when there's nothing to share, yeah. What else we got? Sometimes it's not a choice, yeah. When you stop being on the same page, when you are not, that's a good one. When you are not on the same page. Basically, you don't think, if I say we are on the same page, it basically means we have the same thinking, we have the same thoughts, a similar thought process. So if we say we are not on the same page, it means basically we think differently. So yeah, I agree. When a person constantly crosses the line, ooh, nice comment. When this person constantly, again, crosses the line. Do you know this one? Crosses the line is a good one. Basically, do something unacceptable. So constantly cross the line mean always doing something which you're like, no, that's not acceptable. And then they do it again. And then they do it again. They do it again. Crossing. Let's see if we have a GIF for crossing the line, shall we? I haven't been using my internet as much. I love my GIFs. Let's see. Who's a line crosser? There's a line. There you go. Understand? Basically, this is the good side, this is the bad side, and they're crossing the line on the bad side. That's a pretty good one. Here's another one. Is this one also crossing the line? What's happening here? Okay, anyways, that's not it. Looks like a video game. I want to play that video game that I played last time. That was really great. Crossing the line. See what that guy's saying? Crossing the line, right? So you can actually point at someone and say, crossing the line. Very nice combo. Cool. Now, when the person is a workaholic and has no time for life, yeah, that could be good. Okay, so now, should we do one more or should we go into this? No, let's do one. We got time for one more. Ooh, big one. Okay, last one. I couldn't think of a more fun topic than this one. No, I couldn't think of a better topic, but this one's not bad. Last one, number 5. How do you know if you should buy a house? I bought a place, and I think it was a good decision because, you know, this is a good way for you to save for your future. But how do you know if you should purchase a house? I don't know. What do you know? Have you guys bought a house or an apartment or whatever? Girls like men that cross the red line, not sign. Yes and no, Rodrigo. It's not the way it works all the time. Purchase, it means buy. So when you have money, when you have enough money, yeah, sure. And I think the other one was good. And you need a place to live. When you need a place to live, sure. I mean, you don't have to buy. You could rent. But honestly, if you rent, you're paying someone else money. If you buy, you are paying yourself money for the future. And at the end of how many years, you're going to own that place. When you need to invest in your future. That could be a good one as well, right? Sometimes having a house, it could be, this is money, right? This is money that you are giving yourself, and it's an investment for your future, because in the future you can live in that house or sell that house or whatever you want. When they show up in front of my friends, no, I'm not sure we're on the house one anymore. When you feel you have a stable financial life. You have a stable means control, not like this, but like this, stable financial, I won't say life, but situation. When you have a stable financial situation, we usually say that word. Cool, yeah, that's good. Yeah, you definitely need some stability if you're gonna buy a house. When you have someone to share that place with, for me, to save money. When you are paying a big amount of money in rent, yeah, that could be a good motivator, right? If you're paying too much, if you're getting ripped off. You know this one? When you are getting ripped off. Ripped off means you are paying too much money. When you're getting ripped off while renting. Basically, you're paying too much money while you're renting, so you're getting ripped off. You're paying too much money, so why not buy a house? It could be a good idea. When you get your first kid, when you find a good place to live, if you don't like your neighborhood, when your family expands beyond an old house limits, sure, when you need to upgrade, when you need more space. Cool. Yeah, when you are sure about the future, when you find out a house without bogans, when you find a house without bogan neighbors, yes, that could be an answer in Australia. If you have enough down payment, good word. If you have enough of down payment. Down payment is like, if you're going to buy, a lot of places, if you're going to buy a house, you have to pay, like, for example, Canada, it's like usually it's 25%. I'm not sure if that's the minimum, but so basically before I bought my place, I had to give them 25%, which is a lot in Vancouver, and I'm sure it's even more in some of your countries as well. So down payment is the first payment you give on your house. Usually it's a big percentage. Okay, now I think we're ready. So we're going to go ahead and let's go down here. So today we're going to go here. So please go here. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a good decision. And this will be good for, this is going to be useful for having kids, getting married. Which frappuccino should you get? You can use it. All of those. Okay, so number one, I want you to think about this. Number one, please do this. I want you to think about one. Right now, please write down on a piece of paper or on your computer or whatever, or just think about it. What is one decision that you have to make in your life at the moment? And try to think about a big decision, like, should I buy a house? Should I go back to school? Should I come to Canada and study with Kent? Should I break up with my partner? Should I marry that partner? Think about one big decision. It doesn't have to be big. It can be anything. Actually, you can have a small decision as well, but it's better for big decisions. So what is one decision that you want to make in your life now or in the future? Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be now. It could be in the future as well. And write it down, because we're going to use that. We need that idea for the next activity. Okay, so what is it? Should I? Good. And I like how you put it in a should I. Should I quit my job or focus on my studies? Great example. Give me a few more. Give me your sentences. I want to see what you got. Very nice. Should I learn Japanese while I'm studying English? Good. Should I learn 2 languages or just keep the one? Should I go back to my home country? Good. These are really good questions. These are awesome ones. Good. And I like how you guys have probably gone ahead and you're using the should I, should I, should I. Perfect. Use should I. Should I go back to my home country or stay where I am? Good. Nice, good questions. Think about relationships. Think about, ooh, that's a juicy one, Munir. Should I forgive the betrayal? Well, I'm going to help you. That's a serious one, but I'm going to help you today to make a better decision. Should I be self-employed? Big one, yeah. Stay abroad or go back to my native country? Yeah, big one. Should I graduate today? Big one. Should I leave that Big Pen country? Oh yeah, that's a big one as well. Should I move to another country? Good, very nice, very nice. Okay, so we have these. These are great. Okay, I feel like I can actually help you guys today with some good stuff. Okay, so you got it? You got your question? We're going to go on to the next thing. So today, I'm going to teach you a little system that somebody taught me, and it was really useful. So I'm going to teach you how to make good decisions today. So today you are going to learn about the best of yes and the best of no. This is a way of helping people to make good decisions for yourself. So go to the next page with your decision, and we're going to start. I'm going to show you how to answer this question. So here we go. Go to the next page, and we'll take a look. So here we go. The best of yes and the best of no. So the first thing you need to do, step one, you need to identify the problem. And you guys have already done that. You guys have identified the problem, and you make it into a yes-no question. For example, should I study English abroad or not? Should I do a road test exam? Should I choose which English country to move to? Should I stay in my home or go back to another country? So good, you already have your question. So that's step one finished. Now, step two. So my question was, should I study English abroad or not? Step two, what we're going to do now, I want you to do your list on your piece of paper. So you can delete all this if you want on your document, or just write it down. So in step two is, I want you to think of the best possible results that could happen if you say yes. So basically all the good things, the maximum, the best possible results that could happen if you say yes. So if I study abroad, I will become a better English speaker, get a better job, more money, get a better job, more money, be able to travel more easily in the future, make my parents proud and impress my friends, meet people and make friends from around the world, and gain new perspectives. So that's pretty good. That's 9 things. So if I study abroad, I get those 9 things. Those are the maximum, those are the best possible results. So now you do the same. Take your situation, and so you say, if I do this, I will get this, 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 this. Only good stuff right now, no bad stuff, only good stuff. So if I make the decision to break up with my partner, what are the good things that will happen? If I make a decision to go back home, what are the good things that will happen? So think about all the good things that will happen in your situation. You can share them in the chat, or you can just write them down. I suggest you write them down on a piece of paper first, because I really want you to use this process for making a good decision. I want to actually help you to make a better decision. So write these down. Take this seriously. Make it a little task for yourself. So we're only doing the good stuff if you say yes. So if I study abroad, all those good things will happen. Okay? Take a minute. Figure out what the benefits of the decision are. Yes, pros and cons. And the way we're going to do it is we take the yes or no, right? So here's yes, good and bad. Here's no, good and bad. But we're only doing the good stuff right now. Bad, or sometimes we think about the worst outcome, especially when fear is what is stopping you. I agree. If you learn 2 languages together, my brain will work perfectly. I will save time to learn more new languages. Yeah, that could be a benefit. So should I learn a second language? Well, if I learn a second language, this will happen. That's good. This will happen, which is good. This will happen, which is good, 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 good. And you count them. Count how many you have. How many good things will happen. Okay? I'm going to give you a little bit of time because I want you to do a serious job of getting these answers correct. All right. And think about as many as possible. Don't stop yourself and say, if there's 20 good things from making this decision, write them all down, because this is important later. Tatiana, if I am self-employed, I'll be independent, happy, more productive, motivated, less stressed. Good. Just do the positives right now, because we're going to separate the positives and the negatives later. They can be opposites, of course, but it's good to just balance them so you can see them later. All right, let's go on to step 3. Now, the other thing is, now we're going to think about the opposite decision. We're going to think about the other decision. Now, number 3 is kind of the same but different. Number 3 is this. Think about the best possible, also the best possible situation that will happen if you say no. So for me, if I don't study abroad, what good things will happen? So if I don't study abroad, if I study language in my own country, I save money. That's good. I can still learn my second language. I can learn my second language online. I don't have to go to another country to learn a second language. So there are good things. If I say yes, there's some good things. If I say no, there's also some good things. So I want only the good things right now. If I don't study abroad, I will save money, be able to learn online or locally in like a local school. What else could be good about not going abroad? Oh, I'll stay close to my family. All right, that's a good thing. You want to be near family and friends. That's cool. All right, so I got those. Anything else? If I don't study abroad, I will save money, stay close to family and friends. I will. That's about all I got. I like travel, so it's easy for me to find good things about travel. So that's the next one. So now you say, what if I say no? So what are the first step 2 is what are the good things that will happen if I say yes? And step 3 is what are the good things that will happen if I say no? So best of yes, best of no. Okay, so think about the good things that happen if you say no to this decision. If I take a driver's license, I will get a better job and I want to go somewhere easily. So it's still on the good thing. If I go back to my homeland, I can live with my parents. I can survive easily, feel happy. Yeah, that's right. You'll be close to parents. That's a good thing. Survive easily. Yeah. Yeah, so you won't have problems with languages or anything like that. If I knew German, I would get a well-paid job, travel a lot, have more responsibilities. Yeah. Nana, if I learn one language, I can focus on the language that I'm learning in the present time, and I can learn more and more vocabulary. That's right. So that's a good one, Nana. So you can focus more on the first language. So it's also got some benefits as well. If I say no, I go to the pub and get drunk. Blue at some bogans. Blue, I don't know what blue is, but sleep in jail and that's it and go home. Okay, there we go. Better, if I quit my job and focus on my studies, I will be short on money. Lolly, if I don't study abroad, I stay in my comfort zone. But remember, Lolly, we want to do good things. If you mean comfort zone is a good thing, then it's okay. But we only want to talk about good things. So if I don't study abroad, I will save money. I will be, I won't have any stress, right? That could be another one. I won't have any stress. Okay, so there we go. All good? Next one. Step 4. Now we do the bad stuff. Step 4 is this. Blue is fight. Okay. Blue with some bogans. Nice one. Number 4, think of the worst. Now we think of the bad stuff. Think of the worst possible situation, the worst possible results that can happen if you say yes. So now we think about if I say yes and I study abroad, or if you say yes to your decision, what are the bad things that could happen? So number 1, for me, if I study abroad, I will spend a lot of money, right? If I go to another country and learn another language, I gotta dish out the cash. So I will spend a lot of money. So that's bad. Another bad thing, it might be embarrassing if I study abroad, I might be embarrassed because I won't speak the language very well. So some days might be stressful because I can't communicate in the second language. And number 3, I might be homesick. I might miss my family. I might miss my friends. So if I study abroad, I could be homesick because I don't get to hang out with people that I normally hang out with. So those are the bad things. Anything else that could happen bad if I study abroad? I could die. I guess that's really the worst. But I'm not going to put that on my list because I don't think that's really going to happen. I mean, it's possible, of course, but it's not likely, right? So, what are likely things, possible things that can happen? Of course, you could put die all the time. So don't put die. That's too much. Who wants to think that way? Anyway, so there we go. I'm thinking about realistic things that could happen, bad things that will happen. So if I decide to go abroad, what are all the worst bad situations that could happen? Yeah, you might lose your longtime friends. If I go back, I have to start from 0. I told the best, the worst one may for real. I don't want to tell. Okay. If I couldn't find a better job or better life, yeah. If I study abroad, I fail my exams because I'll be homesick. If I learn 2 languages, I may get confused and all the things mixed together in my brain. If I am self-employed, I will take risks and fail, spend lots of time to make it work. They say I am not made for that kind of job, and that is okay. Okay. If I study abroad, I will be away from our Wi-Fi, then die. Yeah, because that's what happens when you don't have Wi-Fi, Amina. You basically just and die. Okay, there we go. All right, so now, last one, step 5. What is the worst possible situation if I say no? So we had the worst possible situation if I say yes, and now we have the worst possible situation if I say no. So here we go. So let's do that one. So if I don't, and let me highlight don't because it's different. If I don't study abroad, what are the bad things that can happen? Well, I will never speak a second language. Actually, that's not true because remember, I can study in my own country. So I'll take that out. That's not true. If I don't study abroad, I won't meet people from around the world. That's true. Or less likely to meet people from around, because when you travel abroad, usually if you come to Vancouver, there's students from Japan and Korea and Brazil and Colombia and Thailand and Italy. We have a good Swiss students. We have a lot of Swiss students. You get a good variety. You get to meet people from around the world, which is super interesting. And British teachers and Scottish teachers, Australian teachers, Canadian teachers. You get to meet a lot of people. If I don't study abroad, I won't change anything in my life. My life will be the same. I'll continue to be in my comfort zone. So that's not, that's the bad side if I don't do that. So this is like if I decide to stay in Canada, I don't study abroad. These are all the bad things that can happen. I guess what else could be bad? I don't know. That's it. I'm not going to put I die because you could do that. You won't grow up. I'll be eaten by a croc. I don't say I could. I said I will. Okay. Same routine. Yeah. Waste my time to learn a new language while I could learn it before. I will struggle. Strugggle. So there we go. So all the bad things that can happen. If I study abroad, I will be away from close family and friends. If I don't go back, I have to sacrifice all my precious relationships. Should I complete with mine or yours, language or studying abroad? Should I complete with mine or yours? I'm not sure what the question is, Nana, but maybe yours. Fabiola, it's so difficult. Well, for me, no bogans, super interesting. Okay, there we go. All right, so there we go. So now we've done it. So we said, okay, if I study abroad, good things that can happen, bad things that can happen. If I don't study abroad, good things that can happen, bad things that can happen. Now, basically, you need to compare. You need to compare those lists. And mostly, you kind of look at the good things, like if I study abroad, these are the good things that can happen. And if I don't study abroad, these are the good things that can happen. Compare these two. If I study abroad, these are the bad things that can happen. And if I don't study abroad, these are the bad things that can happen. Compare these two. And then if you compare all 4 of them together, you kind of can say, well, that sounds like a good decision that I should make, or it's not a good decision, I shouldn't make it. So the last step is not really a step at all. I just wanted to say, ta-da, ta-da! You have now found a new way to probably, and I underlined probably because life is like that. Life is funny. So it could be a better way for you to make good decisions. So tell me, if this helped, what is the decision? What decision did you decide to make? Please share. So let's do that as step 8. Please share the decision you made and why you made it. Okay, this is really the last step. I probably should have done my own decision. Oh, next time I'm going to do that. Next time I'm going to take a real decision. I had an example because I wanted to show you how to do it, but I wanted to do the thing too. Sometimes I don't do the thing. I only create the questions. I never answer the questions. So please share the decision you made. If you made a decision, please share or share your thoughts about what you think. Maria, I will miss the boat to get a better life abroad. Yeah, okay, so there you go. So last one, Sebe, please share the decision you made and why you made it. Did this help you to make a good decision? I hope it did. I hope it gave you a good process for being objective, right? Like, these are the good things that can happen. These are the good things. Those are the bad. Those are the bad. It kind of it helps you to figure out which one is more advantageous. Is it this one? Is it saying yes? Or is it saying no? Which one has more benefits? So what do you think? Give me the answers. Did it help? Is it useful? Did you actually make a decision? Yeah, and it's a serious thing, right? The best of yes and the best of no. It makes you really, really think about the decision you're making in more detail, which is great, which is what you should do, right? If you're not going to use this for deciding which Frappuccino you should buy at Starbucks, because that would take forever, or maybe it wouldn't take long at all. Maybe you could use it and it would be very beneficial. I think we know the answer for that. But if you want to make a decision about buying a house, that could be useful. If you want to make a decision about getting married, that could be useful, right? To balance both the advantages, disadvantages, and the advantage, disadvantage, and really comparing both of them and trying to figure it out. Nana, I'm trying to learn Japanese while I'm studying English. I want to save my time to learn more and more languages. Okay, so Nana, have you decided to learn 2 languages instead of the 1? Is that what's happening here? I have made the right decision. There are more yeses. Good, that's great. I need more time to think it through. Yeah, take your time. It's, like I said, this is useful for big life decisions. And you don't want to rush any big life decisions. You basically think and think and think until you are ready to make a decision. But maybe this can help you to speed up the process a little bit. What else we got? Gabby, I was a little bit lost because I was answering some of the points on a separate document. I didn't know what to follow. But my decision was about moving with my best friend in Canada. Interesting. Okay. Exactly. Okay. And so Nana's made a decision. She feels like she's on that side. What else we got here? Rodrigo, I will stay here with the crocodiles or not. Rodrigo, I think you love those. I think you want to have a few more fights with those bogans. I think you're enjoying the roughness of Australia. Whether you admit it or not, I think you're enjoying the bogan lifestyle over there a little bit, maybe in a small way. Lalik, I will try because I always regret if I do not try. Fair enough, right? If you always feel like, oh, I should have done that, then if your brain is telling you should have done it, you probably should have done it. So don't do that anymore. Maria, I take advantage of learning English to travel around the world, make new friends, and to get a new job. Ali, there has been no decision. What is the meaning of this? Well, the meaning, Ali, was to hopefully give you a system, a way of making good decisions. If you don't have a decision, if you don't have a problem, you can't have a decision. So yeah. Some people love to procrastinate and never take the first step in their lives, the big steps in their lives. Yeah, I think so. And Rodrigo, I think so as well. So there you go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a little bit different than our usual stuff, but I thought this is kind of useful. Somebody taught this to me a long time ago, and they said, you know what, Kent, this is how I deal with difficult decisions. And I thought, and I've always remembered it, and I always thought, man, this is good stuff. So I thought I would pass it on to you, and hopefully this is something. So it's called the best of yes and the best of no. That's what the thing is kind of called. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Hopefully you find it useful. And if you like it and you think it's useful, pass it on. Pass it on to another person. That's how I got it. Somebody just said, this is the way I make decisions when I have big decisions to make. And I thought it was pretty awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. We did get a little bit of vocabulary out of this whole thing. If you go back up here, we did a lot of advice, some combinations of vocab. So we did keep it Englishy, keep it smart. We did do some of that stuff as well. Some collocations we used to talk about making decisions about getting married, about changing your job when you feel burnt out and you're totally tired of your job, all of those. So we did get a little bit of vocab as well. So you can always go back and check out that vocab. Gabby, I think the best decision is moving with my best friend to Canada, since it is a new city for both of us. If I move with her, I know I'm going to get along with my roommate and I will save money. Ba-boom! There it is. That's the decision. Also, we can count on each other in case of an emergency. That's true. It's good to have somebody who you trust with you. Hello, Rehab. If you're just joining Rehab, you have missed everything, but don't worry. It's all on YouTube. You can check it out later. 2 p.m. on Thursday, Rehab. I believe it's 2 p.m. 2 p.m. on Wednesday, 2 p.m. on Thursday, and Julia's time. Can somebody please tell me when Julia streams? What time does she do her chat? This is Julia here. What time does Julia do her stream? Because I do not know, but I know you guys would probably know. What else we got here? Mansoor, Canada is such an amazing country that I would like to live there. Well, welcome, Mansoor. I give you permission to come to Canada, but you really probably should get permission from this man here. Maybe not directly, but this man will give you permission. See that guy? That's the guy you got to get permission from, Justin Trudeau. There we go. Nice process. Good. Glad you liked it better. Time to get some Vegemite. Go to my job. See you, mates. Good luck, Rodrigo. Thanks again. Good. Today was not different. Good. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you guys got that. I think she starts. Okay, Julia, 3 p.m. in Vancouver. Good. 21 GT. So 3 p.m. So Julia is 3 p.m. on Tuesdays, and then I am 2 p.m. on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Each week, every week. So we'll be back for another exciting episode next time. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I thought it was useful. I hope you guys find it useful as well. Make some great decisions in the future. Pass it on. It is a fast hour. You know, time flies when we're hanging out with the crew. Love you guys all very much. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Mwah. Big kiss, big hug from Canada. Have an amazing weekend, and we'll be back next week. 2 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. You know it. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend, everybody. See y'all.
Gimme while I can. Gimme what I need, girl. I don't wanna mess up. I don't wanna get off, girl. I don't wanna mess up. I don't want to lose you. Baby, you are the one I want right now. Baby, you are the one I need right now. Right now, right now, right now. Get it,